All right, folks. Ryan here coming to you with a brand new video. And as you know, we are making these videos here specifically for people who are struggling with resentment. So, this is for you to speak back peace and calm into your life. And we are going to do the work, do the reps until we go back to peace and calm. All right. So these videos is for you guys. These videos are for you guys. Envision yourself with this money and the specific things and or experiences it's going to provide. Remember the surrender. Surrender to what is. Say yes to life and see how life suddenly start working out for you rather than against you. Your faith in the universe must be stronger than your fear of not getting what you want. Surrendering is a part where you hand the job over to the universe. Your life is your party. You get to choose how you invite people and experiences into it. Energy needs to flow or else it stagnates. Surrendering puts you in the flow. Get crystal clear on what you desire to manifest. See it, feel it, taste it, fall in love with it. Believe it is already here. Inform the universe of your intention by behaving and thinking as if you already have it. Meditate, connect with infinite possibility, your intuition and source energy. Take hell-bent, joyful, passion-fueled action. Be grateful that it's yours, that it's already here. Breathe, let it go, let it in. God will not have his work made manifest by cowards. An epiphany is a visceral understanding of something you already know. I tried is the poor man's I kick butt. You have to keep the faith always, even when your ass is on the line. Nothing is impossible. The word itself says it. I am possible. Your self-image is a cybernetic instrument. When a person who is overweight goes on a diet without altering their self-image, any weight loss will be temporary. The self-image, being a cybernetic instrument, measures the deviation from the set goal and immediately corrects the course. The weight that was lost is found. Of what use to make heroic laws of amendment if the same old lawbreaker is going to keep them? Selfishness is not living as one wishes to live. Selfishness is asking others to live as one wishes to live. Your results are an expression of your awareness. Cybernetics and paradigms are both control systems and operate essentially on the same principle. Both maintain a definite course of action and will not deviate from the course of action that has been established. You must alter the paradigm to achieve the results you desire. A flight pattern is programmed into the plane's computer system. When the plane goes off course, the cybernetic instrument measures the cybernetic system measures the deviation from the set goal and corrects the flight pattern. The second the plane leaves the flight patterns, the cybernetic system is activated and puts the plane back on course. The big question is, what are you doing here? The big question is whether you are going to be able to say a hearty yes to your adventure. When we share what we were brought here to give, we are in alignment with our highest, most powerful selves. Most answers reveal themselves through doing nothing. In everything you do along your journey contributes to where you are going. Our fantasies are our realities in an excuse-free world. It is better to be hated for what you are than to be loved for what you are not. You are never alone or helpless. The force that guides the stars guides you too. Do not waste your precious time giving one single crap about what anybody else thinks of you. Is this something I want to be? Do I have? Is this going to take me in the direction I want to go? Is this going to screw over anyone else in the process? We throw a wet blanket of ho-hum over our lives when we live in fear of what others might think instead of in celebration of who we are. You are responsible for what you say and do. You are not responsible for whether or not people freak out about it. What other people think about you has nothing to do with you and everything to do with them. All that matters is what's true for you, and if you can stay connected to that without disdain, you will be a mighty superhero. It's so easy once you figure out it isn't hard. Reality is merely an illusion, albeit a very persistent one. What you choose to focus on becomes your reality. Our entire experience on this planet is determined by how we choose to perceive our reality. Going out in the world and trying yet still deep down believing that you are ruled by your past circumstances is like forgiving someone but still hoping they sit in something wet. In order to kick ass, you must first lift up your foot. Because so often when we say we are unqualified for something, what we are really saying is that we are too scared to try it, not that we can't do it. The more consistently you stay in gratitude and focus on that which is good, the stronger your connection to source energy, and the more quickly and effortlessly you will be able to manifest that which is unseen into your reality. Faith is your best buddy. When you are scared shitless, being in gratitude for the not yet manifested informs the universe that you know that what you desire already exists and puts you at the right frequency to receive it. Forgiveness means giving up all hope for a better past. The moment you decide to forgive and let your negative feelings melt away, you are on the road to freedom. Holding on to resentment is like a taking poison and waiting for your enemies to die. Forgiving isn't about being nice to them, it's about being nice to yourself. You don't paddle against the current, you paddle with it, and if you get good at it, you throw away the words. If it was about no longer being the kind of person who takes what he can get and finally become the kind of person who creates exactly what he wants. When you uplevel your idea of what's possible and decide to really go for it, you open yourself up to the means to accomplish it as well. Money is currency. First rule of wealth consciousness: come from a place of abundance, not lack. Your beliefs hold the key to your financial success. The more you have, the more you have to share. Second rule of wealth consciousness: get clear on where you are at. Third rule of wealth consciousness: get clear on where you desire and where you desire to be. One of the best things you can do to improve the world is to improve yourself. Nothing has any value other than the value we put on it. In order to create wealth, you must bring yourself into energetic alignment with the money you desire to manifest. The fifth rule of wealth consciousness: stay in shape, get into reality about how much you want to make and why. There is a big difference between walking around saying you want to make $1 million a year and having crystal clear intentions, fierce desire, and hell-bent action towards specific goals. Make it urgent. Clarity, urgency, not screwing around. Our subconscious mind contains the blueprint of our lives. It's running the show based on the unfiltered information it gathered when we were kids, otherwise known as our beliefs. We are, for the most part, completely oblivious to these subconscious beliefs that run our lives. When our conscious minds are finally developed and show up for work, no matter how big and smart and highfalutin they grow to be, they are still being controlled by the beliefs we are carrying around in our subconscious minds. Our conscious mind thinks it is in control, but it isn't. Our subconscious mind doesn't think about anything, but it is in control. No matter what you say you want, if you have got an underlying subconscious belief that it is going to cause you pain where it isn't available to you, you either won't let yourself have it or you'll let yourself have it, but you'll go off and screw it up anyways and lose it anyways. Screw it up and lose it anyways. You can start out with nothing, and out of nothing and out of nowhere we will be made. You need to go from wanting to change your life to deciding to change your life. Wanting can be done sitting on the couch with a bong in your hand and a travel magazine in your lap. Deciding means jumping in all the way and doing whatever it takes and going after your dreams with the tenacity of a day-less cheerleader a week before prom night. If you want to live a life you have never lived, you have to do things you have never done. My subconscious made me do it. You are a victim of the rules you live by. Most people are living in an illusion based on someone else's belief. If you are depressed, you are living in the past. If you are anxious, you are living in the future. And if you are anxious, you are living in the future. And if you are happy, you are living in this present moment. We would be wise to take more of our cues from the beast and babies. It's not that the things and opportunities that we want in life don't exist yet. It's that we are not yet aware of their existence or the fact that we can really have them. Wanting to be someone else is a waste of the person you are. Watching someone else totally go for it can be incredibly upsetting to the person who spent a lifetime building a solid case for why they themselves can't. When taking great leaps forward, life often turns to shit before it turns to shinola. The big snooze will do everything it can to stop you from changing and growing, especially since you are attempting to obliterate the very identity that you and everyone else has to know as you. It's just as easy to believe we're awesome as it is to believe we're giant sucking things. If we really love ourselves, everything in our life works. When we are happy and all in love with ourselves, we can't be bothered with the bullshit, our own or other people's. I deserve and receive massive amounts of love every moment of every day. I am one with the universe. The universe is awesome and so am I. My heart is open. Love pours in and out. I receive all the good that life has to offer me. I am brilliant, bright, and beautiful. Comparison is the fastest way to Comparison is the fastest way to take all the fun out of life. I am not offended by all these dumb blonde jokes because I know I am not dumb. I also know I am not blonde. That was Dolly Parton right there. Mm. Mm. Do what you can do in joy instead of trying to do it all in misery. You absolutely cannot grow your you absolutely cannot grow a business, get promoted, or be a cool parent, and you absolutely will go gray before your time if you try and do every single little thing by yourself. We tiptoe through life hoping to safely make it to death. To fear or not fear, that is a question we have made meaning fear a habit. Is your fear greater than your faith in the unknown on yourself, or is your faith in the unknown on yourself, or is your faith in the unknown and yourself greater than your fear? Life is either a daring adventure or nothing to keep our faces towards change and behave like free spirits. In the presence of faith is strength and undefeatable. And the other side of fear is your freedom. We all know way more than we give ourselves credit for knowing. We are drawn to things we are naturally good at, which counts more than having a graduate degree in a subject, by the way. There is no better teacher than necessity. Passion trumps fear. Procrastination is one of the most popular form of self-sabotage because it's really easy. If you are serious about changing your life, you will find a way. If you are not, you will find an excuse. I have lived a long life and had many troubles, most of which never happened. Life is a dream. Don't turn it into a nightmare. You can create anything you desire, but you have to truly want it. Your job isn't to know the how, it's to know the what and to be open to discovering and receiving the how. In the beginner's mind, there are many possibilities, but in the experts, there are few. We only get to be in our bodies for a limited time. Why not celebrate the journey instead of me riding it out until it's over? There is nothing as unstoppable as a freight train full of yeah. It is one of the beautiful compensations in this life that no one can sincerely try to help another without helping himself. When you are grateful, fear disappears, when you are grateful, fear disappears, and abundance appears. You cut yourself off from the supply of awesomeness when you are not in a state of gratitude. Meditating and being in the vortex is like riding the airstream of awesomeness. Mind is the master power that molds and makes, and man is mind, and evermore he takes the tools of thought and shaping what he wills, bring forth 1,000 joys, 1,000 ills. He thinks in secret and it comes to pass. Environment is but his looking glass. That's from James Allen. Our thoughts are the most powerful tools we have got. To think what you want to think is to think the truth regardless of appearances. The moment you have the audacity to start believing in the not yet seen, your reality will begin to shift. The following is usually important, so please pay very close attention. You have got to change your thinking first, and then the evidence appears. Our big mistake is that we do it the other way around. We demand to see the evidence before we believe it to be true. No one can make you feel inferior without your consent. The people you surround yourself with are excellent mirrors for who you are and how much or how little you love yourself. Our reality is a mirror of our thoughts, the people in our reality included. At the end of the day, it's not about them, it's about you believing you are worthy of being loved and seen for who you really are. Never apologize for who you are. It lets the whole world down. Who do I need to be for this situation not to bother me? What am I getting out of being this way? How would I feel if I wasn't this way? It's great to be here. It's great to be everywhere. Until one is committed, there is hesitancy, the chance to draw back always ineffectiveness. The moment one definitely commits oneself, then providence moves too. So often we pretend that we have made a decision when what we have really done is signed up to try until it gets too uncomfortable. Nobody gets to the top of the mountain without falling on his face over and over again. The only failure is quitting. Everything else is just gathering information. Deciding is freedom. Indecision is torture. Decisions are not up for negotiations. I worked for a menial hire only to learn this dismay that any wage I asked of life would have willingly paid. If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of And if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. All of us are connected to this in limitless power, and most of us aren't using but a fraction of it. Here is the foundation for all the work we are about to do together in your life. The universe is made up of source energy. All energy vibrates at a certain frequency, which means you are vibrating at a certain frequency, and everything you desire and don't desire is also vibrating at a certain frequency. Vibration attracts like vibration. You need to raise your frequency to match the vibration of the one you want to tune into. The universe will match whatever vibration you put out, and you can't fool the universe. Which is why when you are vibrating at a high frequency, awesome things seems to flow to you effortless, and you seem to stumble over the perfect people and opportunities all the time, and vice versa. As Albert Einstein observed, the coincidence is God's way of remaining anonymous. When you learn to consciously master the energetic realm, believing in not yet seen and staying in your highest frequency, you harness your innate power to create the reality you desire. In order to truly raise your vibration, you have got to believe that everything you want is available to you, and the best way to keep this belief strong is by staying connected to source energy. The force is with you. This isn't just about believing and being all high vibe when the sun is out and the bunnies are hopping around either. This is about believing even when things are at their most uncertain or absolute crappiest, that there is a bright shiny flip side within your reach. One does not discover new lands without consenting to lose sight of the shore for a very long time. Calmness of mind is one of the beautiful jewels of wisdom. It is a Calmness of mind is one of the beautiful jewels of wisdom. It is a result of long and patient effort in self-control. Its presence is an indication of a rapid experience and of a more than ordinary knowledge of the laws and operations of thought. A man becomes calm in the measure that Calmness of mind is one of the beautiful jewels of wisdom. It is a result of long and patient effort in self-control. Its presence is an indication of ripened experience and of a more than ordinary knowledge of the laws and operations of thought. A man becomes calm in the measure that he understands himself as a thought-evolved being, for such knowledge necessitates the understanding of others as a result of thought. As he develops a right understanding and sees more and more clearly the internal relations of things by the action of cause and effect, he ceases to fuss, fume, and worry and grieve. He remains poised, steadfast, serene. The calm man, having learned how to govern himself, knows how to adapt himself to others, and they in turn reverence his spiritual strength and feel that they can learn from him and rely upon him. The more tranquil a man becomes, the greater is his success. His influence is his power for good. Even the ordinary trader will find his business prosperity increase. As he develops a greater self-control and equanimity, for people will always prefer to deal with a man who is deemed as equable. A strong, calm man is always loved and revered. He is like a shade-giving tree in a thirsty land, or a sheltering rock in a storm. Who does not love a tranquil heart, a sweet, tempered, balanced life? It does not matter whether it rains or shines, or what changes come to those possessing these blessings, for they are always sweet, serene, and calm. The exquisite poise of character, which we call serenity, is the last lesson of culture. It is the flowering of life, the fruits of the soul. It is precious as wisdom, more to be desired than gold, yea, than even fine gold. How insignificant mere money seeking looks in comparison with the serene life, a life that dwells in the ocean of truth, beneath the waves, beyond the reach of the tempest, in the eternal calm. How many people we know who sour their lives, who ruin all that is sweet and beautiful by explosive tempers, who destroy their poise of character and make bad blood? It is a question whether the great majority of people do not ruin their lives and mar their happiness by lack of self-control. How few people we meet in life who are well-balanced, who have that exquisite poise, which is characteristic of the finished character. Yes, humanity surges with uncontrolled passion, is tumultuous with ungoverned grief. He is blown about anxiety and doubt. Only the wise man, only he whose thoughts are controlled and purified, makes the winds and the storms of the soul obey him. Tempest-tossed souls, wherever you may be and whatever conditions you may live, know this: in the ocean of life, the eyes of blessedness are smiling, and the sunny shore of your ideals awaits your coming. Keeps your hands firmly on the helm of thought. In the bark of your soul reclines the commanding master. He does but sleep awake him. Self-control is strength. Right thought is mastery. Calmness is power. Say to your heart, peace, be still. Divine law and order governs my life. Divine right action reigns supreme. Divine success is mine. Divine harmony is mine. Divine peace fills my soul. Divine love saturates my whole being. Divine abundance is mine. Uh, divine abundance is mine. Divine love goes before me today and every day, making straight, joyous, and glorious my way. Divine law and order governs my life. Divine right action reigns supreme. Divine success is mine. Divine harmony is mine. Divine peace fills my soul. Divine love saturates my whole being. Divine abundance is mine. Divine love goes before me today and every day, making straight, joyous, and glorious my way. There is a miraculous healing power within you, which made you. This infinite healing presence is flowing through you now, vitalizing, energizing, cleansing, purifying your whole being, so that your whole body dances to the rhythm of the eternal God. All right, folks, I'm going to leave it there. That was some notes from, at least the majority of these notes here came from Jen Sincero. She is from the book You Are a Badass, and I copy those notes and I read them over and over and over and over because I use them as part of my practice. And the practice is we are practiced because we want to start to speak peacefully and calmly, and we want to put the peace and calm back into our lives. Ryan here with a new video. Looking forward to see you soon. A brand new video. Bye for now.